Hi, my name is Addie, and believe it or not, this is not my first YouTube video ever. I've been off of YouTube for 2 years. Before that video that I just put right there, I need a better angle. Hold on. Sorry, I'm at my boyfriend's house. He's not here. His family's not here. I didn't break in. Before this video, I did have a few other videos that I had made around quarantine time when I was 13, and I'm not 13 anymore. I'm almost 20, I'm in college, I'm having fun here. So I have two friends, and those two friends really like Twilight. I think one a little bit more than the other, but point is, they like Twilight. I was a Hunger Games kid. I was a Harry Potter kid. I did not watch Twilight growing up. So I thought, I'm going to appeal to my friends. Me and my boyfriend are gonna watch the entire Twilight series during finals week. So here is a compilation of our thoughts while watching the Twilight movies. We didn't do direct reactions because we weren't gonna set up my phone camera while we were watching movies over the span of like 3 days, but we wrote down our thoughts. So here we go. Okay, so Brett will be over here in a second, but we finally just finished breaking down part 2. It's midnight. It's midnight in the middle of finals week. Anyways, so onto the first movie. I think it's all right. I want to preface that I've seen this one before. I watched it for the first time like a year ago. He's seen it before that. I think it's all right.
I like it.
I think it's all right. I think I would have liked it a lot more if I watched it when I was like active on Tumblr, circa 2017, 2018, when I was like 11. But I think now I'm not the biggest fan.
I like it at the age that I currently am right now. I thought it was good.
And we have notes up on my computer. Sorry, that's what we're talking about right now. So my thoughts on the first movie, Twilight 1. I don't know if I've prefaced that yet. I think Bella's stupid. I think she's such a Mary Sue that it's hard to like her. And I think that she talks dumb, and I think that's something people point out a lot when they come into this like series.
How long have you been 17?
But I think she talks really stupid in this first movie. And I think that it fixes itself as time goes on because she doesn't talk like she's out of breath once we hit like Eclipse.
Yeah.
But she continues to do the lip bite. So I don't know if that was like
She learns how to talk normally though at like some point.
I don't know if that was like a Kristen Stewart thing or if that was like a character choice. I'm not gonna look into it. I don't care enough to look into it. I think she's dumb though. Like I think that it's pretty easily able to see that Edward is not a human, and she doesn't pick up on it as fast as the audience does. I think when I see a man run really fast and crush a car with his hand,
I'm like, yo.
I think I might think he's not normal human. Oh, hi.
Thanks, Milo.
I think something's up. Then let's get on to like I don't even remember what they're called, like the cult that's in that movie that's like running after Bella, trying to eat her. I don't really know what they're called. Because it's not the Vulture.
No, it's just 3 random vampires. They don't have a name.
I put down, do humans taste better when they're psychologically tortured? Just eat her. Because they're like, oh, we're going to kill your mom. We're going to kill your mom. Blah, blah,
I'm going
blah.
to kill you, and then I'm going to kill your mom, and then I'm going to kill your dad.
And I'm going to throw you around a bunch, and it's really funny, and you have to do this thing before I kill you. It's like, okay.
I'm going to press gently on your leg, and that's going to break your leg.
I also think that Bella has a really weird attachment to Edward in this movie, because this movie takes place on the course of like, what, a month?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 months?
Not much.
And she is hospitalized because of this man, her involvement with this man and his family. Like mafia shit. She wants to stay in this town that is trying to kill her, like actively. And even her mom is like, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Your own bathroom?
I still want to live in Forks.
What?
I want to live in Forks.
Okay, but we'll talk about it.
So I also said that Bella was pretty stupid because she watched Edward like push the car away with his hand, like with like no force, and she didn't really question that. The baseball scene.
Oh yes, I made
incredible.
a note about the baseball scene too. I think that is peak cinema. I thought I was a fool for no one, but ooh, baby, I'm a fool for you. Ooh, you set my... Yeah.
I thought the plot was actually pretty interesting. I think they do a lot with like the vampires in their lore, and I like that. Vegetarian, they claim that they're vegetarians because they only drink the blood of animals, but that's just not how that works, because vegetarian implies vegetable. Animals are famously not vegetables. The fight scene between Edward and James, that was awesome. I liked that a lot. Yeah, and then after she gets injured by James quite a bit, they claim that she fell down 2 flights of stairs and flew through a window. That none of that adds up. I don't know how you fall down 2 flights of stairs and then through a window.
Why is that the placement of any building?
It shouldn't be.
Alright, now we're on to New Moon. I think this is like a fan favorite one because when I looked up on TikTok, like Twilight, it's the one song by Julia Wolf, and it's like, I want your things in my room, I miss you all of the time. And it's like a bunch of edits of Edward and Bella, specifically in New Moon, when they're like separated. So I think that this is a fan favorite. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not an expert. I think this one is not my favorite. I really don't like any of the tropes that are going on in this movie. I think that Edward and Bella needed that separation. I think they needed to stay apart. I think that their relationship should have ended there, and there should have not been 5 movies. And I also think that the Jacob thing came out of nowhere. I think when Stephenie Meyer, I think that's the author's name, when Stephenie Meyer finished writing book 1, she was like, this is pretty good, but you know what? We should add werewolves. And so, like, obviously, yeah, like, he's a good choice for the rebound, but, like, he didn't need to be a werewolf, and the werewolves are just there to aura farm, basically. I also want to say I like Alice a lot. I really like Alice. I think she's the best character in this entire series.
I think she has the most personality out of all
I
the
agree.
characters.
And I think she has more chemistry with Bella than Jacob or Edward ever did. Oh yeah, there's a really funny part that I don't even know if I can find a clip of it, so this might get cut out of the video. But there's a part where it's like Jessica and Bella, and they're walking downtown, hanging out, because she's like, oh, Charlie, even though for some reason I don't call my dad by dad. Oh, Charlie, I'm gonna go hang out with Jessica. See, I'm fine. I'm fine. And because she's like seeking thrill, they see these guys with bikes, and they're like, we got beer, we got bikes. And
We got beer, we got bikes.
it's like, yeah, no shit, dude.
I can see him.
I can see your bikes. Like, you're on them. And of course, this movie has the Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca?
Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca?
Everyone loves that.
I didn't know about it.
Everyone has, you didn't know about that? Oh. Everyone has it on their tapestries of Jacob. I think that Jacob was really weird in New Moon. I have such a complicated opinion on Jacob because it fluctuates so much. I think that he started off as a better option than Edward, and then they ruined his character.
Yeah.
But he was going around to his friends saying that Bella was his girlfriend, or at least that's what I gathered, and I really think that's weird. But also, she says, Jake makes me feel alive, right after saying she'd die for Edward. Just saying, that's like a hit to the jugular for Edward. Yeah, when he just like went off on Mike at the movie theater, it was so unnecessary.
Poor guy.
Like,
Someone who laughs at the gore that makes weaker men vomit.
who are you, bro? Like, you're every guy in high school that I didn't want to be around. Like, I love to go. This Five Nights at Freddy's movie needs more gore.
PG-13. I wanted to wait at all.
I want it unweighted. Oh, another funny part is when Charlie, and it wasn't Jacob's dad, it was like the other guy. The guy that like, later. He was like, Charlie was like, oh, it's okay, Bella, like, I don't have to go fishing today. And the other guy goes, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Like, fishing trip, Brokeback Mountain style is what I was picking up here. And also, they all acted like cliff diving was the weirdest shit of all time. Like, Bella saw them cliff dive into the water, and she's like, oh my god, they're gonna die.
Are they gonna be okay?
They're gonna die. They're killing him. And it's like, that's a normal thing that people do on cliffs over water. I don't know. Like, I thought that was, like, common knowledge. But, and then later, when they see her jump off, like, oh my god, she's gonna die because she's not a vampire.
Yeah,
she's not a vampire. They're gonna die. Yeah, and they also made him like really sexy when he was trying to show himself to the public.
Oh yeah, I can remember
He's
that.
like taking his shirt off like slow, and then like they had his like V line.
Yeah, his pants were low.
Dangerously low.
Did not have to be that low.
But he's sparkly, so it's okay. Maybe he has a sparkly penis too. I'm gonna bleep that out.
Okay, so I hated this movie. I fucking hated it. I think the first 20 minutes were like fine.
Give me my water, sorry.
Yeah. I think the first like 20 or so minutes were fine when it was like, I don't remember, some bullshit happens and it's like, I have to leave because I don't want to put you in danger. And then
It's because the Jasper like tried to eat her.
oh yeah, and then Edward throws her into a table. Okay, I completely forgot about that, but yeah, that was why he moved away instead of like sending Jasper away.
We watched that movie like 2 days ago, so
Yeah.
just for reference there. This is not all in one day.
So then the next like lot of time ensues and it's a bunch of like just like bullshit that goes down. It's like a lot of unimportant stuff. She goes to see the bikers as we talked about. Edward keeps appearing as like an abusive force ghost.
This movie's so funny for not being a comedy.
I think it's like I think they're like not, yeah, they're like not trying to, I don't think they're trying to be funny. I think they're just like tossing the shit in there.
Because I looked at like the genres and comedy is not there.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. Like I think I was losing my shit over New Moon more than any movie I've watched recently. And I think that that's really bad for New Moon.
Yeah. But yeah, poor Mike. I love Mike. I don't know why that guy was, Jacob was so mean to him. We don't get like even the Jacob werewolf reveal until like way later in the movie, and I think it should have happened a little earlier to make stuff a little more, get stuff going. I got really excited when Laurent came back from the first movie. I thought he was really cool, and then they killed him, and I got sad again.
It was so underwhelming, too.
Yeah, it
like
really
he was there for
was.
like a good 2 minutes.
So yeah. And then it got better when we found when she went to go like save, because then there was like the Romeo and Juliet callback, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. Another thing I wanted to mention is this movie is like, it does so in the first movie, the way the vampires like ran and the way they showed them being like super fast, I thought was like actually pretty, like it looked like it was a mix of them just like running normally and them like speeding up the footage, but it didn't look like it was just sped up footage, and I thought it was edited really well. But then in this movie, for some reason, they put
Sorry, he's getting his inner Jacob in right now.
Later in the movie, though, they have the motion blur effect, and it looks like fine because it's on like a fight scene, I think, between them and like when they first have the Volturi or whatever introduced.
But it was ass earlier.
Yeah, it was ass in the beginning. But yeah, that's basically it. Movie sucked. Oh.
Now we're on to Eclipse. This was my personal favorite. I thought Eclipse was the best one. I think this movie really shows... This movie made me Team Jacob and then not Team Jacob and then Team Jacob and then not Team Jacob, because I can't form a solid opinion on Jacob until we get to the movies where they like just ruined his character. Just ruined it. But I've never liked Edward. I think he's very boring. And I think he's also just like abusive. And he never like hits Bella or like hurts her on purpose, you know? But he's very emotionally manipulative towards her, especially with the marry me, no. Like, he says marry me and she says no, and then he keeps asking, and she literally says this is coercion. And like right before she said that too, like when we were watching, I was like, he's just coercing her. Coercing her. I wrote down I don't like Edward or Jacob. I just don't. I think my computer almost died while we were watching this, so we didn't write down a lot of notes. So I apologize how short this section might be, but I promise this was my favorite. I wrote down I hate these monster freaks. I agree with that statement. I also did say this movie would be so much better gay, and not only do I mean that with Bella and Alice. I think that they have a lot more chemistry, like I said, but I also believe it would have been better if we had an enemies to lovers, Romeo and Juliet style, Jacob and Edward. And I said I could tell a Mormon made this because they were together months and then they got married because Bella wanted to have sex. Can you get out of my way when I'm talking about Mormon sex, please? I can tell Mormon made this. I also put, also Jasper being part of the Confederacy.
That was just put there like out of nowhere.
Like, you had to make him, and then like he had a southern accent like out of nowhere. Like he did not talk like that in the first 2 movies. But him being a Confederate out of nowhere, I want to talk about the mild, not even really mild. I mean, I know I am a white person, but I could like, the racism in this movie made me go insane. Not even just this movie, the movie series, the way they treat Native Americans and like make them these caricatures of Native Americans and then turn them into animals for the majority of each film. And also, Taylor Lautner, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to play a Native American. He's not. He's white.
He is.
Yes, he's white. Taylor Lautner is white. And like, so you cast all these people that are supposed to be Native Americans, and the main guy that is Native American or Native American adjacent, whatever, is white. That making him in the Confederacy, like, yeah, you can make him part of that time period, whatever, make him be like a trained soldier. Why the Confederacy?
Yeah.
Why the Confederacy?
Because this movie takes place in like
2000s.
Yeah, but it also takes place, what, is it Washington?
Washington, yeah. I think you could have made him part of the North, because I think like just like having that addressed and not having him have like racism undertones or like anything involving that is just so crazy to me. I don't know, whatever. Hey, editor Addie here. I'm just popping in on the same point to say, like, I looked up where Stephanie Meyer is from, and it does say she's from Arizona, and I'm not sure how their education curriculum is or their system there at all, as I am not from anywhere near there. And I just want to say, a lot of states, specifically in the South, I know that Arizona isn't technically the South, but a lot of states do teach the wrong history about the Civil War and the Confederacy. And I just think that adding that into part of her book is also really stupid and insensitive, especially if she wasn't going to add on to any of that. Just be like, oh, he's a soldier in the war, he's a soldier. I think that was really stupid of her. And if she was taught that the Confederacy wasn't as bad as it was, like a lot of southern states are, it was her job to educate herself, and that's all I'm going to say on that. I thought this was my favorite, though. I did like the plot of this one a lot better. I thought that everyone acted a lot more normal.
Yeah.
And Bella wasn't as annoying, but I don't really like her with either of them.
My turn?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of notes either.
No, I don't have a lot for this one. I think because this one I was locked in, because this one I actually liked quite a bit too. I thought the opening scene was really cool in this one, because I thought I was really excited that they're gonna have a lot of like, because I like these movies for having a lot of like other stuff going on other than just like Bella's in love with a vampire. It's cute.
And also, there's a werewolf there.
And also, we didn't have him in the first movie, but we decided he's a werewolf for the second one. I thought it got way better because the first one I liked because it had some stakes, it had some intensity. The second one they fucking pushed it all aside, and then the third one they brought it back, and I was really happy about that. I think Edward and Jacob having beef with each other, I thought was kind of fun. I think it made me enjoy Jacob's character
gay.
more. See, I would agree with that, but I just don't like
he hates gay people.
That's actually not the problem. I don't like the enemies to lovers trope.
He hates gay people.
No, gay people are fine. No problem with them. I think Edward gets better.
I think he has no personality. Like, I genuinely do not think he has a personality ever. I don't like him, and it's, one, because he's abusive to Bella without, like, ever acknowledging that. And two, he has no personality. Like, at least Jacob has a fucking personality. But he's just, Bella, I'm a vampire, and you don't want me because I'm a vampire, and this is the skin of a killer, Bella.
I would try to argue, too, that the reason he doesn't have a personality is because he's a vampire, but every other member of his family has such a much more rich personality. Cooler. I think Carlisle's cool. Carlisle and Jasper minus the, like, racism part. I
like Alice a lot.
Alice is really cool.
I like Alice a lot.
I think all the times vampires fight is really cool because they're like, they're strong and shit. I don't know why I get like their dead bodies, but I don't know why every time they die it literally looks, and they play like a sound effect over it that makes them feel like they're made of like ceramic. I think if they didn't play, yeah, they play like a glass breaking sound effect. And like, I don't know.
Breaking Dawn Part 1. Okay. We watched this one really late at night, so this one also doesn't have a lot of stuff because we watched this one last night. Edward, okay, I could not stress this enough. I hate the damsel in distress undertones of this entire series. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a woman and I'm sick of that trope, and I love characters like Katniss instead, or like Hermione, that are like so much more forward and like defending themselves and can act for themselves. But every single man in this series is just constantly like, oh, I'm so much better than the women. I'm so much better and I'm way cooler and I protect women because they can't protect themselves. And we open up this one with Bella, you don't want to marry me because I killed people that wanted to kill women.
Yeah.
So he's basically just a male savior. And she's like, oh, that's so hot. Like, yeah, it's really cool that you did that, but like, all we ever see them do is make Bella a damsel in distress, and it pisses me off to no avail because I just hate, that's why she's so boring, is all they ever do is save her.
Might I add something?
What?
I think the whole thing with Edward killing like the bad men like in his past, I think would work better if they didn't need to make Bella become a vampire and like actually gave her more like depth and stuff.
We'll get to that though.
Yeah.
I have seen the beginning of this movie before. Not like the beginning, but like a good portion. It's like when Bella has her nightmare about Edward killing everyone at their wedding. I was 6 years old. And my babysitter had gotten it on DVD. And she had that part on for me, 6 years old, and my sister, 3 years old. And it traumatized me. Like, I remember being so freaked out and terrified and being like, Mom, I had to watch this. I don't know what this is. My mom's like, oh, it's Twilight. And it's like,
I don't know what I just saw.
and like, but I just remember being so scared because I'm like, what? Like, it's a very mortifying thing for a 6-year-old to see. And like, I have a blood phobia now, and we were talking about this, and I think that's genuinely like what that stems from, is seeing that at such a young age. But whatever. Also, I'm with Jessica on, she was like,
So, you think Bella's gonna be showing?
Jess, she is not pregnant.
Okay. Let's get married at 18.
I agree. They barely know each other.
Thank you, Anna Kendrick.
Thank you, Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick, I love you. You're great.
We don't have to act like you're in this movie. We can pretend you weren't.
We can pretend you weren't in this movie like you want to pretend you weren't in this movie. But like I was saying, like everyone's chill with her getting like married so young. Like literally nobody gaff. Like if I'm almost 20 years old. I turned 20 in a couple months. And if I got engaged right now, my parents would go, what the hell? Like I'm so young. She's supposed to be younger than I am. I can't imagine getting married right now. This is the movie where they have sex. And she's prepping so much for it. I'm like, who, Gav, you're married. Is he gonna see your naked body and be like, oh.
Oh, we're getting divorced right now.
Divorced so fast. Also, they like pan out the next morning to like the entire bedroom just destroyed. Like I know he's like uber strong. Were you guys like tussling and wrestling? Why is the whole room destroyed and not just like the bed portion? You getting crazy in there? And also, I knew about Renesmee going into this. I feel like most people knew about Renesmee. I don't know if you did.
I think I did when you told me, but beforehand I did not.
I knew about the baby coming into this.
That name is horrendous.
Because the baby like was supposed to be really ugly, and then it was just like moderately ugly.
It was moderately ugly.
And yeah. So when she threw up, I was like, it's coming, because I didn't know if it was in this part or the next part. But she looked sickly and dead. Like
worse than the vampires.
Worse than the vampires who are actually dead. And that was really scary to see. And I'm really wondering how they did that to Kristen Stewart, like through makeup and stuff, because like she was skin and bones. I don't know if they had like a body double or what, because like when she had her actual face, it was like, and it was very scary. He performed a C-section with, I think, his mouth, and I didn't really enjoy that a whole lot. But
I think that whole scene was really interesting.
I think he got a little treat. I think he got a little treat.
He was excited.
He's like,
don't
oh,
mind
yes,
if I do.
Human blood, finally.
Yeah, I talk about that.
Yeah, he talks a little bit about that.
I thought there's like the scene before the wedding where all the vampires were trying to get Edward's attention to bring him to like the bachelor party, and they're doing vampire jumps up to the window. And I don't know why, but like when superpowered people are just doing like hijinks and just like messing around, I don't know why, but I like that a lot. I like that like little like we're having fun, we're playing around. So later on, when Bella is pregnant, she mentions that she skipped her period, and I kind of was like, so vampires, right? So if she's on her period and he goes to like, he dives in, is that like his like skip day or something? Like he's allowed to like break his like vegetarian. Yeah, it's his cheat day. He can break his vegetarian diet. That's like a little treat for him then, maybe.
No, he wouldn't do that because like he's a man, and you know he's there, he's there to protect her, not to pleasure her.
Yeah, but I feel so bad for Charlie throughout this whole series too, because I feel like
yes. Can we talk about Charlie?
This poor
because
guy.
He is such a good father. And all she ever does is disrespect him. Like, she's so rude to him. She doesn't tell him anything. She calls him by his name. Like, I don't know. Like, I know people think that's, like, white people shit. But, like, I only do that to my mom when I'm trying to piss her off. And she just does it constantly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel really bad for Charlie, and we'll get more into that too with like Breaking Dawn Part 2. I feel like because there's more disrespect to him in that one.
I feel so bad for this
and like,
poor man.
dude, let him be a part of things. Like, just tell him what's going on.
Give him like at least some kind of thing.
But whatever. Okay, sorry for like the kind of angle change. My phone died. Anyways, we're on to Breaking Dawn Part 2. Anyways, green screen, horrible. Green screen, so bad. So bad. I could not take this movie seriously because it felt like I was watching like a movie that was made for Tubi. Like the whole time. The green screen was so horrible, and it was something.
They definitely had a green screen, and
they definitely used it. I don't know if the budget got cut for this one.
It feels like it did.
Feels like it did.
Or they were saving a lot of it for the later fight scene.
Yeah, which was way too long.
Yeah.
While we're there, but we'll get to that. I'm really glad that they didn't go with the ugly Renesmee animatronic, and they went with the CGI baby, which was also ugly, but not as ugly as the Renesmee. It was medium ugly. Then, because of Renesmee, and we skip past this so fast in the movie. Like, we skip past this like way too fast. He imprints on her. And that, like, kind of fucks her for life. Like, I don't know. You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
I think that we skip past that part way too fast. So I want to mention that they say that they're going to, like, because Bella is now, like, dead, and she's a vampire, they're like, oh, we're gonna tell everyone she's dead, and we're gonna skip town. Hey, so you can't do that in real life. Like
you will get arrested.
Like, that's not how the world works. Her dad's a cop.
I was just gonna say, so Bella's dad is actually a cop.
If you're like, hey, your daughter's dead. No, we're having no funeral. We're leaving town.
Yeah, we are out of here, bro.
Because he doesn't even know that, like, nobody but you guys know that she was having a kid. So you can't even say she, like, died in childbirth.
No.
You're just like, oh, she had a mysterious sickness and she died.
Bella's dad's already very suspicious of them.
Of, like, the Cullens. Like, he does not like the Cullens. And it's like, I don't know. If that happened, if you were like, yeah, my wife died, I'm going to go split town before you guys can even, like, notice anything's wrong, you're getting called back for a murder trial. I think that they are so evil to Charlie, the entire series. Because he's such a good father, and all she does is disrespect him.
He tries to, like, constantly throughout the movie try to, like, spend more time with her and, like, pull her closer, and all she does is, like,
push him away and be like, I want to be dead. I want to be a dead vampire with my vampire boyfriend.
I need to go marry Edward.
I also did think it was funny, however, when Jacob goes back to go like be like, hey, Bella is alive, and here I'll show you that supernatural stuff exists. When he's taking his clothes off, he's like,
Jacob, put your clothes on.
it's so funny. These movies are so funny for something that's not a comedy. I said that already, but I'll say it again. I did like the different parts of the world vampires. I thought that was very fun to see. A little bit of racism sprinkled into there, but very fun to see all like the different stuff, and also fun to see Rami Malek because I knew who he was. Also the vulture vampires, so ugly, so ugly. They look like they like Shakespeare a lot. Speaking of the vulture vampires, Dakota Fanning was casted to serve Face, and that's it. Because all she ever does the entire time is.
She's feeling cons.
And I just think that's beautiful. The fight scene was really cool, but it went on way too long.
Agreed.
It was really long for something that wasn't even real. They just skip past the imprinting thing, and they're like, should I call you dad?
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's really weird.
And I was just like, no, don't.
They're like,
do
ha,
that.
you're so funny, Jacob. Ha, you're gonna marry my daughter. It's like, this is so weird. Like,
especially since she's not even gonna begin to look 18, and by the time she does, she's like still,
7.
Yeah, she's still only gonna be like maybe
she's like
7 years
7.
old.
I can't control it. We didn't need to write that part in, Stephanie
Yeah.
Meyer. We didn't need to write that part in. That's weird.
Because I thought it was just gonna be like when he imprints on her, it's just gonna be like he's like her protector. I didn't know it was gonna be like really like fully. Hey, I'm gonna marry you. You're mine.
Because like we see that montage of her being like looking 18.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Also, the final thing I want to mention is why did Bella make an Instagram edit in her head? Like that was the most
How did she
2017.
do that,
I
too?
think I've seen that edit, but like Riverdale in 2017. Did she put 1,000 years over it herself, or did we just the viewers see that? Just
'Cause
wondering.
it seems like the way it was portrayed, it made it seem like she put it in there for Edward.
It had like After Effects on it. I thought that was really funny.
She edited it in her own head.
I thought that was beautiful, Bella. You're really talented.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
So now it's your turn.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that you touched on is stuff I wanted to touch on. I think Charlie I think they should at least tell Charlie, like, hey, Bella is a vampire and she's gonna be immortal.
They should have. They really should have.
She can't stay in the town for obvious reasons, because, you know, people are gonna, like, hate
Be like,
that.
hey,
But we
she's
can
like
circle
supposed to be
back.
45 and she looks how she did when she was 17 years old.
Yeah. The editing in CGI was just fucking terrible. Like, actually some of the worst shit I've ever seen. But when they throw the baby in the fire,
immortal child.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny.
Again, Dakota Fanning is there to surface. She's like,
yeah, she's just like, baby in the fire. The fight scene was long, and I didn't like really mind that it was long because, you know, it's the finale for the whole series. My issue was because I thought going into the fight scene, I thought going into this movie that there was going to be like no deaths. I thought like the only deaths were going to be like unnamed characters maybe during fight scenes.
can I also mention, like, they kept showing wolves dying. I don't know which wolf that is.
Yeah.
They all look the same to me, except I know which one is Jacob. I don't
like
know
red.
what one you're showing, because am I supposed to be sad? I don't know which one that is.
Shit, I had like the dog tags with their name on it.
They have collars.
Yeah, but like when Carlisle died in like the fight, and it was like an abrupt thing. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know this movie was gonna go there. I didn't know they were actually gonna like kill people off, and I got really excited because I wanted them to like throw the stakes in there. And then it was revealed to all be a vision. At first I was like, wow, that's really cool. Like I didn't expect that to be a vision. And then I realized, oh my god, none of the people that died are actually dead. And there's no stakes.
Holy Stranger Things.
Yeah, dude. And I didn't even realize, like, Stranger Things made me realize I have such a big issue with finales just not killing anybody.
Having the balls for anything.
Yeah, like, dude, it's the last episode. If you're gonna piss people off, at least make it because, like, you just, like, started killing people.
Like, they didn't even kill the bad guys.
No.
In the finale. Like, the Vulture, they're all fine. They're like, oh, wait, we saw that you're gonna kill us. And you're gonna win. I guess you can have your baby. That was our thoughts on the movie.
overall the series isn't like terrible, but there's just a lot of stuff that I have like issues with. Otherwise, you know, it's like decent.
Yeah, I'd rewatch. Not right away.
No, I could not.
Give me a couple months and maybe I'll be like, hey guys, this will be really fun to watch with my friends. But
I think my
not by myself.
My series average is probably like that was like a 3-star series.
Yeah, I'd say 3 stars. I can see why it was hyped in 2010. I can see why it was hyped in like 2005 to 2010. Because I can see that was a very big thing for people.
I think if it had like one more movie, it'd probably be like 2.5-star series. I think it ended right at the right time.
Yeah, I also think that a lot of the movies were way too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could have cut down half an hour out of every single one of those.
I think you could have cut 2 hours out of the second movie.